Okay, good morning, parents. I'm recording this orientation so that we can share it with the other participants who have not joined in. Welcome to the Sales and Waves Pondicherry program orientation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the information docket. I'm going to take you through the list of things to carry. There'll be a lot of more additional information I'll keep giving here or there. Most of your questions would be answered by the end of this orientation. My request is to hold on to your questions at the end of the orientation. Once I'm done talking, once my monologue is over, I will ask you guys to raise your hands in your reaction. There's a raise hand option. So if you look at your menu on your phone or on your laptop, there'll be a place called React. There's a small button. On that, it says raise hand. So just raise your hand and I'll come to you one by one so that it's all, everybody's questions are answered and, nobody's feeling that they felt that the question was not answered. I'm just going to share my screen and then I'll just begin. Okay. I hope everybody can see the screen. Now, a little bit about Inme first, and just so that you understand, we have been doing programs for children from the area from 1996. We started the company called Discovery Camps at that given point of time, which became iDiscover and then became Eureka. The partners who had started it, they were split in 2006, and Inme, Eureka, they went their ways. And 2008, we formed Inme. So Inme and Eureka were working in parallel. They were competing with each other at one point in time. 2019, because all of us were friends, we merged and became one company. So there was a decision to do that. And how we're doing it currently is that Inme runs what we call the retail division, which is basically any child from the age of 9 to 17 can come in the summer holidays or the winter holidays when our camps are going on. Eureka is working directly with schools. So we have school-specific programs where children from one grade or multiple grades of one particular school are on the program with a very fixed, focused life skills which we are teaching them. Those are for shorter durations also. Going forward, it will become Inme. The whole Eureka as a brand we are shutting down. It will be Inme Schools and Inme Normal, which we run. So now about Sails and Waves. So first of all, it's a sailing program. It's happening in Pondicherry, also known as Puducherry. So we're going to be going to most of you will be flying into either Chennai or Bangalore or are from Bangalore. So participants, they'll get on the once they reach Pondicherry, that's what I want to talk about. I'll also talk about the travel. The sailing which we are doing is in the backwaters. So for the people who don't know, backwaters is when the sea, the ocean or sea or ocean, when the tide comes in, they come inwards to the land, and when they go out, they leave an area which becomes the backwaters, which does not have waves as such, but has sea water in it. It's also called brackish water. It gets mixed with river water also, right? So over here, what we're doing is we have introduced sailing. This is the second program we are running. We ran one program in December, which was a great hit, and children loved it. Sailing is to introduce them to a sailboat where they can actually learn how to sail, understand how wind patterns work for sailing, how you can maneuver the boat upriver or upstream, depending going against the current, going with the current. How do you do it? And if you what happens if you fall or the boat capsize? How do you rescue yourself? So all those things will be taught to them. So yeah, so we are using a sailboat called the Optimist. It's a small sailboat. It can hold up to 3 people in it. Over here, we'll be looking at 2 to 3 children in each sailboat, mainly two, depending on their level. And if somebody needs support, then maybe an instructor in that sailboat itself. So they'll also sailing is one bit of this program because this is a mixed bag program. It has sailing, it has culture immersion, and it has kayaking. So sailing is one big part of it. Then culture immersion is there, where we are taking them to the different parts of Pondicherry, which is Auroville, where they get to see the Maitri Mandir and they get to understand how Auroville came into existence. What was the history of Pondicherry? So Pondicherry has French quarters. It was one of the few, it was actually the only place where the French had come, right? So it has French quarters, so see those. They'll get to see the Aurobindo ashram also, they'll get to visit that. And they'll also go on to what we call the promenade, what is called the Promenade Street, which is the most famous street in Pondicherry for, seeing the sea and also just sitting next to the rocks over there and enjoying themselves. And they'll also get to do backwater kayaking, where we've got an ocean literacy expert to come to explain to them how, the, sorry, I'm forgetting the name. There's a plant which is there. I'll just come back to that. So just understanding how, these plants which come up on the sea, how they come up, and they'll also get to do self-rescue and coordination over there, right? Um, Other than that, we'll also be visiting, in the culture immersion, we'll also be visiting a sound garden. The sound garden has been made by recycled items. These are used in recycle, so they'll get to hear the sounds of nature. It can be the sound of thunder, mangroves. Thank you, Subbu. The plant name was mangroves. I had forgotten that. It was on the tip of my tongue. So they'll actually go inside the mangroves in the backwater. So they'll actually kayak through it, and they'll get to understand how mangroves, which don't, the roots never ground themselves. So they're actually floating, but they float in a particular manner that they don't move too much, right? So they'll get to understand that. So the ocean literacy expert will also teach them that. Coming back to the sound garden, so the instrument you're seeing right now in front, which is on the left-hand side picture, is a sound which, when you shake the small string which you're seeing, it actually makes the sound of rain, right? And these are all metallic strings. Okay, coming to the program flow. This is how we plan the program flow. Obviously, depending on weather, logistics, and any other things, it can change. Day one is departure from Bangalore or Chennai. If you're leaving from Bangalore, you're leaving in the night. It's a late night departure. If you're flying into Chennai, we'll be asking you to fly in by the afternoon. Then so that we can take you to Pondicherry and you'll stay at the hotel. So the children coming from Bangalore will reach in the morning. The children who are flying into Chennai will reach by the evening into the hotel itself. Over here, we are staying at a hotel. We are not staying in a campsite. This hotel is a place which we have chosen, which does not allow any alcohol, any narcotics, any tobacco. So, and it's going to be mainly exclusive for us, except for 2 rooms which are kept for the head of the hotel. Other than that, all the rooms will be with us. This is a full program. We have surfing and sailing running simultaneously. We will have about total, while sailing is a capacity of 24, surfing is a capacity of 30. So we'll have about 54 to 60 children over there. So once they've arrived into the hotel, they'll just settle down. They'll get to, rest a little bit. And then they will head to the backwaters to understand what sailing is about. They'll get introduced to the Optimus sailboat, and also they'll get to understand the different parts of the sailboat. Today, on day two, they have this huge sailboat, which can take up to 16 children at any given point in time. There'll be 2 sailboats which we'll be using, and they'll just go for a fun ride. They'll see the people, the experts doing the sailing over there. They'll understand, they'll get some instructions. They'll get an idea on how a sailboat works, but this will be a large sailboat where they're just understanding, and it will be a fun ride. In the evening, we'll head to the beach so that they can enjoy the beach, and some activity will be done over there. Day 3 is when they are on the sailboat alone, and they will start understanding how to sail downwind, how to do only rudder, only maneuvering. So if there's no wind, right? A sail obviously has to work with wind. What if there's no wind? How can they maneuver just using the rudder and make the sailboat move? So that they'll talk about that. This will happen in the morning. It will be a little hot. So after that, post lunch, when it becomes really hot, is when we do a lot of cultural immersion. So after lunch, the participants will visit the iconic Maitri Mandir. Maitri Mandir is this, for the people who don't know, if you can just look it up, it has a rich history. It's a community which was built in the Aurobindo following, which people from all over the world came and helped build it. So they have made a small community of themselves, which is very different, which works in focused on recycling and preserving nature more than anything else. And so the people over there, they don't earn anything. Everything goes to the Aurobindo Ashram, and everything is spent on making sure that the area is recycled, and they have a lot of recycling projects going on. They have a lot of literacy projects going on. They have a lot of skill building projects like pottery, bamboo making, all those things going on. So they'll get to understand about that. And they will also get to meet a few people from the Maitri Mandir and the Aurobindo Ashram over there. Day 4. Now, so over here, they were understanding downward sailing, which is, the wind is coming from behind and the sail catches it and they go, right? And the rudder only is when there's no wind. Now, day 4 is when they understand the complicated technique of upwind sailing. So when the sail is, when the wind is against you, right? If you don't want to go in the direction of the wind, how do you do it? So they'll do that, and then they'll do downwind sailing, refine their techniques. They'll do some flip drills so that, what if the boat capsizes? How do you get back up? What happens if, there's a leak on the boat? What are you supposed to do? So all those things will be taught over here. This will, so please remember, whenever they're going sailing, they will be wearing life jackets. There will be nobody without life jackets. There'll be 2 safety boats along with them to make sure that, they're safe and everything happening. And those boats have motorized option also. So when required, if they need to reach a child very in a hurry, they can switch on the motor and quickly reach over there. Today will be the final sailing session. Over here, we'll be doing a quiz and fun sailing. And after that, a race. The race will be done mini helter-skelter style, which if the children have come to our camps, they'll understand that. There'll be obstacles, there will be quick turns, and there will be also some, Q&A around the sailing so that we understand that they have learned everything. And also, if we need to refresh any topic, we'll do that. Post lunch, they will visit the Sound Garden in Ottawa. This is what I was talking about, where the recycled materials Sound Garden has been made, and then head to the hotel. Day 6 is when sailing is over and we get introduced to the kayaks. So they'll be on 2-man duckies. Those are called duckies, where the children will get onto the kayaks and they will understand first on the beach side, on the port side, how to maneuver the kayak, what happens if you fall off, how do you get back on it, and obviously there'll be safety kayaks with the group which will go. We will also understand how the ocean works, the different parts of how the backwaters are formed, what is the importance, because the backwaters are very important for the local villages. How does it work? What does it do? So understanding that. And then they will go a little bit into the mangroves and come back. After lunch, we'll head to the Aurobindo Ashram and also explore the White Town, which is the French quarters, the French architecture over there. Obviously, the culture immersion and the activities can keep interchanging depending on weather, depending on the group size. So this is how the typical program flow is, just reminding you of that. Day 7, they will go way inside the mangroves. There's a route inside the mangroves. So they'll be covered from both sides of the mangroves and see the mangroves from in depth and understand. They'll get to see the different fruits which the mangroves has. So the mangroves have these huge fruits which are not edible, but they'll get to see them and they'll get to know what's happening and how, if required, they can be used for making different food, different what we call sabjis. It can be used in that. How do you use it? After lunch, they will have a helter-skelter at the resort itself. So there'll be some different activities, and this will be combined with the surfing group. So both the helter-skelters will run together. So all 54 will come together to do this. The evening will have some farewells. We'll have a nice dinner. Then, the children leaving for Bangalore will leave at the night. In the middle, sorry, there's one place which we missed out. They'll also go shopping to When they gone to the ashram, they will also go shopping to the promenade street, which has nice handicrafts and different mementos for them, so they can shop over there. In post dinner, the Bangalore group will leave for Bangalore. Uh, they will arrive early in the morning. At Bangalore, the children who were heading to Chennai will depart early morning and reach Chennai airport by 9:30, 10 in the morning. Now, in terms of safety, we follow a strict 1:6 adult to child ratio. Over here, when the activity is going on, it will actually be a 1:3, 1:4, right? There'll be additional instructors over there, other than the people who are helping them throughout the day. The sailing instructors are additional over and above the 1:6 adult to child ratio. For every 10 female participants, we keep one female instructor. On this one, it's going to be 2 female instructors minimum. There are 17 girls, so we're going to have a lot of fun over here, right? So the rest are boys. So we'll have at least 2 female instructors, which will be going with the group to ensure that there's balance and inclusive. Transport, the drivers and the mini buses or the tempo travelers we are using over here are, first of all, air conditioned. Secondly, we make sure that they're following a speed limit, that they're driving safely. These are people we've been using in the past, so they know that we are working with children, and they know the route very well, so that they can, easily maneuver and know which route to take and not get stuck anywhere. In terms of equipment, our own equipment, which we for tree jumaring, is the best in the world. We make sure that we are getting only certified. There's a certification which happens. We ensure that's the equipment we have. The Optimus sailboat, which is provided to the children, is checked regularly even before the children will come. Every day it will be checked so that there are no leaks and everything is safe in the boat. And these are brand new boats. These have been just bought in December. Right. So these are all brand new boats right now. So the nearest hospitals over there are in the span of 5 kilometers from the resort or from the sailing site location. So the hospitals are very nearby, and we have a vehicle with us throughout, so that if any emergency, we can shift them there. There's a wilderness first aid certified person who's on the program who will be helping out if any medical emergency happens. And we have a doctor on call. Both things, all 3 things are happening over there. So we take care of that. This is the Optimus, which you're seeing on the extreme right, right? So this is the sailboat which they're going to be using, and the left. In terms of accommodation, we are staying in a hotel. It will be on triple to quad sharing depending on the room size. They have big rooms and smaller rooms. So it will be triple sharing or quad sharing. Obviously, females with females and males with males. No gender mixing in the rooms. They'll also be segregated between instructors in the middle and then the rooms for boys or the rooms for the girls, depending on how it is. While the hotel has a cleaning staff, participants are told to keep their rooms clean. We do a room check also. This is also to get them to understand that, it's not just about being responsible, but also being empathetic towards the people you are with. The room is not, you're not staying there alone, first of all. So you have other people. So you can't have your clothes hanging out or, dirting the room and not managing it. So, we get them to understand how, how would you feel if somebody else was doing it? So, understanding empathy and getting them to work together and understand and be very close to each other. So the meals over here, there are some meals which are on activity, which we'll be providing to them. Most of the meals will be in the hotel itself. So we start off with early morning. They come out, they'll have tea, coffee, drinking chocolate, milk available for them with some biscuits. After that is breakfast. Then they leave for the activity. On the activity, we have some snacks available for them and then some refreshments. I was on the surfing program last year, and the children wanted what is called banta, or the bottle which we as kids used to have, which used to have a marble on top. So we have the children had that one day. One day they had maza, so they get all kinds of cold beverages whenever required so that they can keep well hydrated. They'll also get seasonal fruits at lunch. Lunch is around 1:30. We have tea break at 5:30. Most of the time it will happen because the culture immersion will be going on. So it will be wherever the culture immersion is going on, we'll be having it there. There'll be days we'll be doing going to a place where we have a lot of French bakery stuff. So croissant, truffles, and all those things will be available for them. There'll be days we'll be going to the fast food center in Oroville. So they could have a pizza or a burger over there. That depends where we are at that given point in time. Dinner is on the resort itself. The meals, we do serve non-veg. Non-veg is kept separately and clearly identified that this is non-vegetarian. Mainly vegetarian meals. We have a mixed cuisine. It's not that we're just going to give them one type of cuisine. It will be mixed. There'll be days there will be pastas. There'll be days there will be rice, dal, sabji, and something else. There'll be days there'll be roti, chapati, everything. So, and there'll be a day of Chinese. So we keep changing the cuisine so that children also don't get bored of it and they keep themselves well fed. All the instructors are keep an eye out to make sure that all children are having regular meals and keep hydrated. Coming to the travel plan, Bangalore departs at 10 p.m. The reporting time is 9 p.m. On the return, they will arrive back at 6 a.m. on the last day. Participants joining from Chennai will be departing post-lunch on the departure date and will leave Pondicherry. For children who are joining in Pondicherry, there's an additional cost because we'll have an additional stay in the hotel and and extra meals. So you can contact us if you're flying to Chennai. Most of you have already booked your ticket, so you would all be aware of this. The journey from Bangalore lasts 7 to 8 hours. From Chennai, it's about 3 to 4 hours. As I said, air-conditioned minibuses or tempo travelers, that's what the children are going to be traveling throughout. In Oroville, in Pondicherry, from Bangalore, from Chennai, it's going to be air-conditioned travelers or minibuses. Some expectations we want you and the children to be clear of. Please understand that these are important. These are very important for the program to be a success. No cell phones, but there is a communication protocol which I'll just come to. So first of all, while we are staying in a hotel, right? It's not a luxury camp or a resort. Children will not be able to do room service or do things like that. So it isn't a holiday or a luxury thing. It's about living as a community, about understanding different aspects of the life and roughing it out sometimes. So when we are out in the beach, if you need to go to the loo, you will have to go to the loo, which is of the this sailing school. If we are in Oroville or anywhere where we are roaming around, we will have to use the loos what are available, right? So they'll have to rough it out. There is a day which I missed out where they actually make sound instruments. So they will actually hands-on work making bamboo musical instruments, which they'll get back. In terms of communication and updates, we do not allow cell phones with the children. For the children flying into Chennai, the cell phones are allowed till Chennai. Once we meet you, you'll talk to your children. You'll talk to your parents, sorry, and we'll take the cell phones away. These cell phones will be given back to you when you reach back Chennai. For the children coming in from Bangalore, the cell phones will be taken. If you're coming with your parents, please hand back your cell phones because you don't need them. If you're found carrying a cell phone, it will be taken away and given back to you when you return. The whole point is to be technology free. The whole point is to get away from technology, reconnect with nature, reconnect with each other. Currently, the current scenario with the new generation is that they don't talk to each other. They message each other. They Snapchat with each other rather than talking. So we want them to start talking to each other and start actually communicating. For the parents, as there's no cell phone allowed. There's a communication process. There'll be a WhatsApp channel link, which would have been shared with the same message you got the Zoom link in. I hope you've joined the channel. Made sure that the ring on the top is not, crossed out because there's a bell icon. Make sure it's not crossed out so that whenever we put an update, you actually get the notification for it. All notification will come there from now onwards. The departure details, if anything is happening, right? Even this YouTube video will be posted there. There'll be two updates daily, one around 11 a.m., one around 6 p.m. These are text updates. These are telling you what the group is happening, how's the weather, if they're doing something fun that day, what they're doing. If something has changed, we'll be communicating that. And over here, we have connectivity, so you do not need to worry about that. There will be some photographs we'll be sharing in the evening. We will not be sharing more than 10 to 20 photographs. At the end of the program, we'll make a Google Drive link and we'll share all the photographs. We get about 200 photographs from the program, 100 to 200. All those will be put into a Google Drive folder. There might be some videos of your children sailing also, and they will be shared on a Google Drive link on the WhatsApp channel. That Google Drive link is valid for 30 days after the program is over, so that you can easily download and save whatever you need. These are not individual updates, these are group updates. In case any child, there's any instance or anything is required, right? And you need to be getting the call. So above a scratch or a bruise, above mild stomach aches, mild headaches, mild fever. So we're going to be doing a lot of things in the heat and the sun, and the sea, right? In the ocean, sorry. So they will get, mild stomach aches, mild headaches for sure. They can get mild fever also because it will be hot and cold, hot and cold. Scratches and bruises are a part of our program. I always tell parents that if your child has not come back without a scratch or a bruise, call us. That means they've not done anything. It's as simple as this: getting on a sailboat, getting off a sailboat, they're going to get scratches, right? It's not possible they won't get scratches. They go moving in the ocean, they're going to be bumps. You will have to get some scratches and bruises. And those are totally the awards and the sign that you've gone on a camp. And if you don't get that, then you've not done anything. In case it's something higher than this, say an ankle twist which is not paining a lot and needs to be x-rayed, or it could be some bug bite which has gotten infected, anything, right? We will be giving you a call. You will get a call from the camp itself. You'll get to understand what has happened, what is the course of action we've taken, and you'll also get to talk to your child. Even if you have to give antibiotics, you will be getting a call from us. Basic medicines like for stomach ache, mild headaches, mild fever, we give. If you have any objection to any kind of medicines, please make sure you've either communicated that on the medical form, or you can let us know in the WhatsApp. You have this number where the message would have come from. You can reply to that and say, please add this to the medical, and we'll add that over there. Other than that, no gadgets. I've already spoken. No phones. No tablets. No Kindle. Also, please. We want the children to start communicating with each other. If they're gonna sit and just, read their book on Kindle and not talk to each other, the whole point of the program goes waste. Any expensive item they have bought, please make sure it's their responsibility. They understand it. Inme does not take any responsibility of any gadgets or expensive items bought with them. In terms of fitness and preparation, this will be a little bit more physical. I know children have been having exams. There is a little while for the program. If you can just start jogging in the evening, just to get, make your body a little bit more nimble and, build the stamina so that you don't get cramps over there. We do not tolerate bullying and indiscipline. So if any, there is, if we find anybody bullying, obviously we'll first get to the bottom of it. And, if required, we will be calling the parent and getting the child sent back to home. Same with the indiscipline, it's all about safety. So what we're doing over there is all about safety. Am I still audible? Yeah, okay. So it's all about safety. So we need to make sure, the children are safe. So indiscipline can cause safety concerns. So please, if anything like that is happening, we will talk to you. We will talk to the child. And in case required, we will be sending them back home. Any kind of substance, cigarettes, alcohol, contraband, vape, everything is banned. If we find even your child in possession of it, we will call you and it will be an immediate expulsion from the program. No junk food or tuck is required. So while they're on the program and they've reached the resort, If they are carrying any junk food, we will be taking it away because we want them to be well nutritioned and not, feeding themselves potato chips in the back and, feeling dehydrated, feeling totally lethargic, and then having problems. We have the children will be getting different choices, like I said, for meals. But children do like to carry junk food for the travel, right? So that's fine, but do not send too much. Whatever tuck you're sending, make sure it's just enough that it'll be over by the time they reach camp. On the bus from Chennai, from Bangalore, we have our own travel snacks which we provide. These can be chips, juices, biscuits, and obviously water is available on throughout the time. So please make sure you're not sending too much of junk or tuck over there. Children will be asked to hand it over if they are carrying it. Whoever is carrying too much, if you have sealed packets, we will take it and return it to you on the return. Otherwise, if it's open packets, the instructors have a party. Pocket money, we take care of everything. So you really do not need to send too much money. We do have a merch store where we have t-shirts, caps, carabiners, all these things available. So the children can buy that for souvenirs. Also, we will be going to the shopping for souvenirs, so they might want to carry some money for that. About 5,000 is more than enough for all this. If your child is flying into the program, either Bangalore or Chennai, do give them some extra money for the airport meals so that they can buy whatever they need during their flight. Okay. I'm done with the information docket. I'm just going to come to the list of things to carry quickly, and then I can start taking question answers. Okay. First of all, Pondicherry, the temperature ranges from 39 degrees to 22 degrees. During April, it's usually 35, not 39. But it can reach 39. Weather has been unpredictable this year. We're getting cold and hot at the same time. So it's something what the weather agencies are saying. It's 39 degrees to 22 degrees. During the day, it does get hot. That's why we have air-conditioned rooms and air-conditioned buses available for them throughout whenever we are shifting. Most of the times, we're going to keep them in water, right? That's the whole point. So keep them in as much as possible in water so that, they are not feeling too hot. At night, it will be 22 degrees. There is rain. If we are on the beach side, there is rain here and there always. Basic apparel, 2 cotton t-shirts, preferable in dark colors, 2 shorts, 1 pair track pants, 2 to 3 pair of socks, 1 quick dry towel, 1 cap, very important. Sun is going to be very sharp. They need to be having a cap throughout. Undergarments, mothers, fathers, you know what undergarments your children use. Make sure you're sending that many undergarments. If your child changes twice a day, make sure that they carry ample. 1 waterproof jacket, 2 pairs of night clothes. This is your basic apparel. This is for your everyday, the normal at the hotel and what you're doing, right? Specifically for sailing, we need 4 quick dry t-shirts, 4 quick dry shorts, sunblock cream, the strongest you can get. If there's something called sun mud, if you can get that, that's the best. 1 pair dark sunglasses with retainer straps. So you're going to be on a sailboat, you'll be wearing your sunglasses. You need to make sure there's a retainer strap so that if they fall off, they don't fall off into the ocean. They're still hanging around your neck. If you wear spectacles, ensure you have clip-on shades or powered sunglasses, again, with retainers. When you're on the sailboat, when you're in the ocean, you will need sunglasses. The sun is very sharp. Foot pair, 1 pair of hiking sandals or Crocs or aqua shoes, any of the 3. This is basically to be used in the ocean when you're sailing, when you're on the water, right? So hiking sandals or Crocs. 1 pair of comfortable rubber-soled shoes, your normal sports shoes. You don't need to buy anything, out of the ordinary. Normal sports shoes is used while tree jumaring or while you're not doing any other activity where shoes are required, which is very minimal here. Other items, personal toiletries other than shower gel, toothbrush, and toothpaste. Make sure you include the sunscreen or sunblock, lip balm, and cold cream for chapped lips and dry skin. A torch or a headlamp at night when the electricity goes. The hotel will also take some time for the generators to kick in, about 5 to 10 minutes. But that's not the real reason. The real reason is that if you're in the room, you're sharing the room with somebody. And in the middle of the night, if you need to do anything, you cannot keep switching on the light. It disturbs others. A torch does not disturb the other children, so make sure you're carrying a torch or a headlamp, whatever you own. A plastic bag for used and wet clothes so that they're not getting mixed with your dry clothes. One water bottle, 750 ml to 1 liter capacity. We are trying to reduce plastic waste as much as possible. Even on the buses, we send 20-liter jugs of Bisleri and Aquafina nowadays so that the children can refill their bottles and not use plastic bottles. From Chennai, obviously, because departure, which is happening separately, we might have bottled water for the travel. But once you reach the resort, we'll be requesting children to be refilling the water bottles and not buying new plastic bottles for them. Medicines, if any child is on any specific medicine, that's what you need to send. Otherwise, we have everything over there. We have ranging from for stomachache like Digene, Gelusil, going all the way to antibiotics, tetanus injections, nebulizers for anybody who has asthma. All those things are available at the resort with in the medical kit which we sell. Spectacles, if you wear spectacles, make sure you're carrying an extra pair just in case one breaks. Contact lenses are not recommended. In terms of packing, pack everything you have to get 2 bags. One is a small day pack or a backpack, which you can carry on the bus on the top so that it's not in the boot. If you're flying in the flight, it goes into your cabin baggage. When you're going for activities, for sailing, for culture immersion, you will want to carry your water bottle, your cap, something else if you want to carry. All those things go into this small day pack. So make sure you're carrying a small day pack. Other than this, a rucksack or a duffel bag. No suitcases. There is no lift in the resort. The children will be climbing stairs. They will not be able to drag their suitcases. One. Second, suitcases storing is difficult. Third, the rucksacks are very easy to pack and easy to maintain. I know parents, don't understand that. There are a lot of parents who call me, why rucksack? Why not a suitcase? My child would be more comfortable with a suitcase. Actually, you'll be more comfortable with the suitcase. Children are more comfortable carrying something on their back, right? Because we are not, they won't have places to drag the suitcases or, just put them in a lift and it goes up. So they'll have to climb these stairs. It's better that they have something on their, what they can carry on their shoulders, right? So a rucksack or a duffel bag. And also for storing, suitcases take too much space. Rucksacks or duffel bags can be set up very easily on one side of the room and have easy access. A 60 to 70-liter rucksack or a duffel bag is more than enough. Cash, I've already spoken about. You should not spend more than 5,000. This obviously is under the responsibility of the children unless they hand it over to the camp chief when they reach the campsite. So also, in terms of what we just went through, the list of things to carry, we have a website called inme.com, which Subbu will put on the WhatsApp channel also. We have gotten rucksacks, we have procured rucksacks, we have procured quick dry t-shirts. All those things are available on our website also. You can look at that, and if required, we have some packages which we built, which is an adventure package or a expedition package, which will combine a few things, and you can take that, and it will include water bottles, rucksack, t-shirts, all those things are there. So you can always go there and you can buy that also. In terms of important guidelines, do not carry mobile phones, expensive jewelry, electronic gadgets, reiterating that. If you're carrying a camera or a GoPro, it's at your risk. You will have places to charge. But do not carry too much, something very, very expensive. Things getting spoiled or, getting lost is a possibility. Please make sure you're responsible and you're carrying it at your own risk. We'll be clicking a lot of photographs, a lot of videos, which we will share. So you don't need to worry. Children sometimes want a particular pose. We'll click those photographs also. Don't worry about that. Okay, for participants who are flying into Bangalore or Chennai alike, make sure you're carrying a small pouch, like a Ziploc bag, which has your name written on it or pasted on it. That pouch should have a power bank with a charging cable, a printed copy of your return ticket, your original Aadhaar card for identification, cash for food or anything you need. The reason for this is, first of all, your mobile phones will be under lock and key. When you reach back, they might be out of charge. So we don't want you dependent on your phone to enter the airport. So to make sure you have a printed copy of the return ticket and original Aadhaar. Carry a power bank. Once the phones are handed over to us in the pouch, they're locked up. We are not allowed to open them and take them out. So we cannot charge them. So we hand them to you, you need the power bank to charge. Okay. Yeah. So the Inme Camps Gear Guide is also here. So you in the kit list, which should have been shared. So you can always see that. I am done talking actually. My monologue is over. I can now start taking question answers. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and we'll do that. Nila. Nila or Nila? I hope I pronounced it right.
Are we allowed to take button phone?
But you'll be only allowed, where are you from, Nila?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. So you won't be allowed any phones. The phones, only the children who are flying in, right, from any other city, coming to Pondicherry or coming to Chennai or Bangalore, they'll be carrying a phone to coordinate with us. And once they meet us, their phones will be taken away.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Swati? Swati, you're on mute if you're saying anything.
Okay, yeah. So if it is from Bangalore, what is the departure point, or where are we supposed to assemble?
It will be close to the MG Road area, ma'am. Or else it will be from the office itself, which will be in Bangalore, depending on the final numbers.
In Domlur. Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you.
So Karuna asked a very good question, which I'm going to reply to, which is sleeping bags required? No, we are staying in the resort. No sleeping bags required here. Amaya?
So, Mr. Nipun, when is the departure date for Bangaloreans? Is it on the same day or the previous night?
Same day, same day, same day.
Same date. So it's on
Yeah.
8th.
It's
Is it on
on
8th April or 7th? 8th.
8th of April.
8th of April.
Thank you.
Sorry, don't have a question, just a point that I really hope that, children who are traveling alone, so there may be somebody who will be coming probably with their friends, but
Yeah.
children who are traveling alone will not be left out, especially if it's a trio staying in one room and the two others are friends from, before. It is obviously understandable that they would want to
Totally,
feel
ma'am, you have a
associated.
very valid concern. First of all, we allow the children to choose their rooms. It's not, we are not going to allocate them just like that, right? So usually when they're traveling from Chennai or Bangalore, they make their friends already. The best thing is if your child is coming alone, they have a free, what I like to call a free frame, free portfolio, right? They have no inhibitions. They have nothing which the children know about them. So they can actually be anybody they want. So it's a pure platform they have to do whatever they want, to be whoever they want. So I used to go to these programs as a child myself, right? And my friends always wanted to come with me. I never used to say no because the first time I went alone and I realized I could be somebody different. So, when you're in your school group or when you're in your neighborhood peer group, they know you as a particular person with particular habits, with particular behavior patterns, right? Over here, it's a platform where you can be anybody, right? So it's beautiful. Uh, he or she will have a lovely time. We will make sure they are not being segregated or being left alone, right? We make sure they start interacting and become friends with somebody.
Yeah, that would be great because not every children may be extrovert and
Totally,
they may
totally,
need a little bit of boost.
totally. That we keep an eye out on very specifically for.
Thank you.
Do we need to carry a swimsuit? Karuna, you can carry a swimsuit which you can wear under your swim shorts, under your sailing shorts, or if you want to use it in the swimming pool, which we have at the resort. Usually the children who are, what we have seen are using the quick dry shorts only for the swimming pool. But you can carry a swimming suit under, which you can wear under your swim shorts. For sailing, you will have to wear the swim shorts. I'm going on saying the quick dry shorts because otherwise you'll get really, really badly burnt, sunburnt. Viru, the only way The only time when the parents are allowed to speak to children is when there's an issue or an instance where it is required, which I said, if it's more than a mild headache, stomachache, mild fever, scratches, bruises. If anything above that is happening, say we need to do an X-ray or give any antibiotics, then we will be getting you to speak to the children. Otherwise, there's no communication with the children. No level of swim skills required here. They should just be comfortable in water. Reporting time and location at Chennai. Ami,
This
yeah.
this would depend on the kids who are coming from the different cities. So I'm guessing most of them would be landing anywhere between 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. or so. And then we will receive the kids. We will also share the contact number of the person who would be receiving the kids in Chennai 2 days before the departure date.
Ami, are you from Chennai itself or you're flying into Chennai?
We are from Bangalore and we
Okay.
might be dropping the kids to Chennai. So what time is a good time to drop them or reporting
If
time?
you're dropping yourself, you can just contact us. It's between, like Subbu said, it'll be between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Somebody will be there from starting 11 a.m. at the airport. So we can just coordinate and you can drop your child there.
And on the way back, what time can we pick
10
them up?
a.m. 10 a.m.
10 a.m. from Chennai again.
Yeah.
Okay, so more or less 10, 11-ish both ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think no medical kit to be carried. We are carrying everything unless there's some medicine, like I mentioned. If they're on some specific medicines and they have to carry that, and you should share what specific medicines they are on so that the instructors can make sure they're having it at the appropriate time. Okay, parents, if there are no more questions, thank you so much. You can start logging off. If you have a question, please stay back and ask.
Yeah, just one thing. 8th from Bangalore is in the morning and Chennai is about 1 o'clock, right? Or it's on 7th night.
8th Bangalore is night, 10 p.m.
8th or 7th night.
8th.
Okay.
So they will. Basically what happens is the children coming from Bangalore leave on 8th night. They reach early in the morning to Pondicherry, right? The children who are joining from Chennai, they leave on 8th afternoon. They reach Pondicherry in the evening. We charge additional for that because there's an extra night at the hotel with extra meals.
Okay. Got it. And on the return?
On the return, the children coming to Bangalore will reach on 15th April morning. The children going to Chennai will reach Chennai airport 15th April morning.
Okay.
So the dates which are given there are valid for Bangalore and Chennai both at the same time. Only the timing will change.
Okay. And to and fro from Bangalore to Pondi is by the same
Air conditioned bus or mini bus or tempo traveler, depending on how many children are traveling.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, parents. If no more questions, you can start logging off. I will be here till you log off so that, if you have any last questions. Yes, Adya.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Nipun, any idea which hotels they'll be staying?
Ma'am, they're staying at a hotel called Sincerity, which is there.
Okay.